Hey, guys, happy Tuesday and welcome back again. We're back with another Bethenny story because she is being slammed for what they're calling a transphobic podcast. Well, the comments that she made in it about, the trans community and nouns. Fans are going in on her. We have all of the details. But before we jump in, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now, with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to page 6, Bethenny Frankel is facing backlash for what they're calling transphobic comments that she made on her Just Be podcast. The Real Housewives of New York City alum opened her most recent episode by pontificating about pronouns and gender identity as they pertain to her 11-year-old daughter, Bryn. We have to go into the fact that I did a Zoom for my daughter's school and had the pronouns conversation with each teacher, each parent, each child. They're saying that Bethenny seemed frustrated when she's talking about this. And by the way, that was her statement. She also added that, and my daughter says in school too, that everybody has to say their pronouns. She continued, and my daughter didn't even know what hers were. She said, I know what I am or what I think I am, but I have never said it out loud. It hasn't come up for me. So she said she didn't know. Now, by opening up like this, she is getting, again, a ton of fan hate. People are going in on her and they're like, wait a minute, why do you have a problem with this? And she didn't make it seem like she had a problem as of yet at the beginning. She was just saying that her daughter is now having to recite her pronouns, and her daughter's asking her the questions, I've never had to say who I am. Am I a boy, a girl? I don't know what to say, Mom. What do I say? And Bethenny is just giving us that story, but there's more. Bethenny shared a summer camp story that convoluted anatomy, sexuality, and gender identity all at once. This is what page 6 is saying. It's an all-girls camp, and a person with a, not hoo-ha, a person with a pee-pee, I don't want to say that word, who identifies as being a girl, went to camp and was in bunk with the girls. And the girls saw her because it's a male anatomy, but identifying as a woman. So the other girls saw a pee-pee. They're 9, 10 years old, so the parents obviously weren't that happy. I can't even believe she talked about this on her podcast. The former Bravo star then claimed that she heard that the aforementioned child was making out with a lot of different girls at camp. Bethenny went on to say that Bryn, who she shares with her ex-husband, Jason Hoppy, which seemed like it was the longest divorce in history, has a solid understanding of gender identity and the importance of using correct pronouns. Bethenny applauded her daughter by saying it's amazing. However, still, the Big Shot with Bethenny host, she implied that she might not let her daughter sleep in the same bunk as a transgender child. Again, this is what page 6 is saying. But she also hasn't seen a part she also hasn't seen, So in a camp, she's seen girl parts. So I think these conversations are also fluid. She said it's an interesting conversation about a girl female anatomy being in a male anatomy bunk or vice versa. Okay. Now, according to the 2020 research from the Trevor Project, which provides crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to at-risk LGBTQ youth, respecting pronouns is a part of creating a supportive and accepting environment, which impacts well-being and reduces suicide risk. Frankel, who also questioned trans inclusion in school sports and later implied that one's gender identity could simply be a phase, was met with, she said a phase? Okay, it was met with fierce criticism from LGBTQ advocates on Twitter. One fan said, "Hi, Beth, I was going to quote the transphobic language you used in the horrific intro to this episode, but it's too hurtful to even put in writing. Maybe do the bare minimum of research before you speak to your audience." But it keeps going. Another person wrote, "Decided to listen to this because I saw this tweet. Interesting how no one listened to this back and said, yeah, maybe we shouldn't post this intro. Come on." Meanwhile, another fan added, "Agree, I've listened to almost every episode and this rant was completely offensive and disgusting. How dare she?" It kept going with another fan saying, "Ill Bethenny, sick, not cool." And a rep for Bethenny didn't immediately return page 6's request for comment. I'm curious how she's going to address this. Obviously, Bethenny was trying to give us a story about her daughter in school, but then she lost the conversation when she said, I would not let my daughter, most likely, I don't think I would let my daughter bunk with someone who was of a different gender. And that's where she lost the conversation when it comes to the trans community, because, well, if you identify as a different gender, then right now, especially, there are so many kids and so many people who are being harmed for this, who are committing, who are taking their own lives. This is a tough conversation, and Bethenny is not going to be on the winning side of it. I feel like maybe, even though we should be talking about these hard conversations, that way it becomes more normalized. Bethenny, oh, I don't know. Guys, I have to ask your opinion on this one. Do you think Bethenny should have shared her daughter's story about being in school, having to share their pronouns, what it was like for her going to summer camp? Or do you think that this was not the right thing to do, not a conversation for the podcast? I need your unfiltered opinions. Go ahead and comment below. Give it to me. Let me know what you're thinking right now. And how do you feel about Page Six writing this article and saying, Bethenny is pretty much being slammed? Mind you, we also did another video about Bethenny today where she was on another episode of her podcast, clearing up what she said originally about Erica Girardi and Tom Girardi's legal woes. She said, I don't know her. Do I think that she does the show for fame? Yes. Do I think she's doing it probably for her livelihood? Yes. But right now she's under a lot of scrutiny, and I don't get why she would even do the show in the first place. If I were a lawyer, I would say to my client, do not film. Okay. Well, also, don't forget, guys, we are going live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing our Hot Messy Topics live, and that also is at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be one hell of a conversation where we welcome all of you guys to have your unfiltered opinions, call in, chime in on the live chat. And don't forget, the live chat is subscribers only for that live, but it's going to be a great one. We're also going live today at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be a great conversation, but that's about 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I hope you guys are watching because we have news that one of the couples, well, they're no longer together. I know it sounds like kind of a spoiler because the season just picked up a couple episodes ago, but guys, if we have the information, we have to share it with you. I'm sorry, okay? So go ahead, comment below, give me your opinions, and don't forget on your way out to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.